Imagine the moment you achieve your biggest dream. That job, that city, the version of you who finally figured everything out. You can see the details, right? You can feel the air, hear the applause. Even the scent of the room is reaching the very last cell of your brain. It feels familiar, eerily familiar, almost like a memory. The terrifying question is, what if that feeling isn't a vision of the future? What if it is just a memory your brain fabricated with terrifying precision, convincing you it hasn't happened yet? You aren't planning your future, my friend. You are living inside what we call plausible fictions. Forget what you have been told about manifestation or blank slates. The truth is stranger. Your future might not be something you are moving toward. It might be something your mind is already replaying. Look, let's be real. The idea that we are the masters of our destiny, drawing our own paths on a blank canvas, is a comforting thought. But while I was digging into the time machine inside our skulls, I found out that the brain hates a vacuum. I am Ashraf, and this is Existential Scenarios. Grab a coffee and make it a double this time, because today we are dismantling the illusion of tomorrow and uncovering why your mind is already convinced that your aspirations have already occurred. In neuroscience, there's a staggering concept called episodic future thinking. Your brain isn't a camera recording the past. It is a high-end GPU. Scientists at Harvard and Tokyo discovered that the brain performs a process called pre-play. Before you go to an interview or before you decide to propose, your brain runs a full beta version of the event. It takes the Lego bricks of your past experiences and snaps them together at the speed of light to build a simulation. Now, here's the shock. The exact same neural pathways you use to remember your graduation are the ones you use to imagine your funeral. For your brain cells, remembering and imagining are two sides of the same coin. This means your brain recognizes the future before it even arrives, creating an eerie sense of familiarity. You aren't predicting, you are rehearsing emotions you have not technically earned yet. And here lies the great deception, plausible fictions. Your brain does not just build a simulation, it builds a biased one. Because of confirmation bias, once your brain fabricates this future memory, it starts scanning reality only for fragments that prove it right. We are addicted to the narrative. To prevent our lives from feeling like a series of random accidents, the brain creates a continuous story. Your future isn't a blank page. It is a sequel to a story your brain has already finished writing, and it is trying to convince you that this is the only possible ending. This mechanism is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it is the secret to our success, the fuel for our resilience. Without this future memory, we would not have the courage to take a single step. But on the other hand, when these simulations become rigid expectations, the suffering begins. We live in a prison of expectations. We feel anxious not because reality is bad, but because reality does not match the fictional future memory our brain printed in our minds. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about them. Today, science tells him, man is worried by the collision of his reality with his fake future memories. Here's the real talk protocol. I'm not going to tell you to believe in your dreams. That is empty talk. Instead, try this shift. Treat your future as a flexible draft, not a fixed memory. The next time you feel drowning in anxiety about tomorrow, tell yourself, this is just a neural rehearsal, a pre-play, not a destiny. Your brain is a master storyteller, but you are not required to obey every story it tells. You hold the pen now. Your future isn't a fate waiting for you out there. It is a story you are writing right now while listening to me. If this video made you feel like you have been living in a familiar illusion, then that is the first step toward waking up. Tell me in the comments, is your future a destiny you are uncovering, or a fiction you're finally learning to edit. Stay curious. Peace.